Is it more fires? Is it coastal erosion? I mean, you're the governor of the state, and you just identified the fact that these things that the science will tell us are being made worse by a warming planet. What keeps you up at night when you think about where the state might be hit next?
Well, I just, you listed things off, and my response to you is yes. All of them. I mean, it's, we're in this adaptation frame, we're in a resiliency frame, we're in a doing, we 10x, literally 10x our vegetation and forest management. I guess that's a version of breaking. But we can't make up the last half century, Smokey the Bear and some suppression strategies that now we're paying a bit of a price for, doing what we can to prevent. But look, when you have simultaneous droughts and floods, when you're stretched in terms of that emergency response, when you have a president that is quite literally gutting our emergency response, FEMA gutting our capacity to predict, NOAA doesn't believe by definition in science, his own words yesterday apparently, said this is just a scam, this is a con job, all of this. Doesn't believe in our capacity to outcompete China. He seated that. He just doesn't believe that by definition. We finally had this flywheel of momentum with the $369 billion and the $1 trillion+ in tax credits coming from the IRA, the Infrastructure Act. We had a framework where we were starting to build again. You saw, I think, Chris today, God bless him. I have no animus towards Chris. He's going to come up, and it's not personal with him. I just fundamentally disagree with his worldview.
You can stay and talk to him if you want.
No, that's what he said. But he just canceled $13 billion on clean energy tax credits. I mean, President Xi, I don't know what else he's got to applaud. He must have been just like, I think he's going to give Trump a bear hug when he arrives. I mean, just watching it slip away. By the way, the vast majority of those investments were in rural and red parts of our country. Complete betrayal, total betrayal to the tariff regime. You go down the list. And so I worry about ag. We have a big ag footprint. You didn't add that. Obviously, coastal erosion. When I worry about traditions, I said places, lifestyles, tradition.
What do you mean by that?
I just took I swear on that, and we've all had these experiences. I didn't have this. I have a beautiful nine-year-old boy who's often not so beautiful. He's on his device, and I'm pulling him off, and I finally had never been to Yosemite, and I finally got him, and he was crying, outraged that we were going in, and it didn't look, and I said, fine, you get the device, just stop. And when we got the car, and then he walked out and he looked up. I swear to you, I want to tear up. He looked up, and he literally looked up. He goes, I didn't even know he ever, he goes, this is so, he used this word, majestic. I'm like, literally, unless he got that on some game, I don't know where he heard it. And he literally started walking around, and then he said, let's go. And started walking. Let's talk about it. I remember that with my dad. People were locked out of Yosemite 2 years ago because of the fires. You've got these sentinels, these trees. We went to the sequoia groves, and he walked around them and looked at everything, thousands and thousands of years. And he felt connected to that. There's something beautiful in that. There's something spiritual in that. And these guys will sell it out to the cheapest bidder. And that's what they're doing. They are. Who else says it's a con job that believes any differently? So forgive me again the intensity, but this is, for me, there's a generational construct here. It's about what makes life worth living. It's about a sense of well-being, a purpose, a mission that I feel right now in terms of the policy to be more accountable and to push back. And I'm very proud, again, and forgive me on the policy frame, but the legislature this year, and it's a point of optimism. California, we moved in a completely different direction. Daylight versus darkness. And we did so by punctuating some very, very strong environmental laws in the last few weeks that I'm deeply proud of. And I hope it gives some of you some optimism that there are some good things still happening in this space across the United States.
Okay. In closing, we're at a climate conference as I reminded you earlier. But I want your take for the final question on this political moment. And we're in an incredibly divisive time. I don't need to tell you this. You regularly condemn some of the rhetoric coming out of the White House, but as you acknowledged earlier, your own social media, your own statements have gotten much more aggressive. You're trolling the president daily now.
Yeah.
Given
Yes,
that,
I am.
so what is the way forward?
And by the
how
way,
do you square.
I have a hat available on my. Well, wait, I'm going to answer your question. I just want you to know I have a hat. It's not on sale, but you can get it. Called Newsom is always right. Was always right.
Okay.
It's on the Patriots.
Okay, but
I just want you to know.
Square.
I square because we're putting up a mirror. We're putting up a mirror.
But what's the way forward? That's fine. So that excuses.
No, it's not just fine. But it's more. I'm going to answer that. It's not fine because it's not fine what's going on. It's been allowed to be normalized. There's nothing normal about what's going on in Truth Social and Donald Trump. There's nothing normal. The total deviation to normalcy. And so it has to be called out with repetition. I mean, I could sit there. We have something called Prop 50 in California. This guy's trying to rig the midterm elections. And I promise you, you know that they know us, Democrats. We're more likely to write an op-ed in the New York Times than do a damn thing about it. And the difference is we did something about it with this initiative. And so what I'm trying to do is do something about this moment. Wake people up. You've been lulled to sleep. And the pivot I get is what's your positive alternative vision? You know what? In Stoic terms, the path, the obstacle is the way. What stands in the way becomes the way. And right now, the biggest obstacle is Donald Trump and Trumpism and what he is doing across the spectrum. So yes, we're putting up a mirror. We're calling out this absurdity. And we're calling out those that are complicit in amplifying that absurdity. The folks at Primetime Pravda on Fox. The folks that are out there amplifying this without any sort of reflective understanding of how ridiculous it is when you put your picture up on Mount Rushmore, or you put yourself as the Pope, or in the Superman costume, the President of the United States in all caps. Of course it's absurd. So it's a little bit of parody and a little bit of levity with a Democratic that frankly is in a party where sometimes we tend to take ourselves a little too seriously. And we frankly are a little dull at times. And so I'm just trying to push back, but I assure you, these lawsuits, the cap and invest program, our interconnection regime that we just put into place, the $60 billion of utility rebates to customers, the work we're doing on our 30 by 30 on our biodiversity, regenerative medicine, and carbon capture, and issues around direct air capture, on hydrogen, the work we're doing on long duration pumping, the fact that we have the largest battery installations outside of any jurisdiction against China, the fact that we continue to lead with over 25% of our new cars with zero emission cars. We're also leading with policy. We're leading with substance, not just style. So it's both and I know my time is up, but I am grateful because I'm not convinced that our time is up in the fight to address climate change. Stay optimistic.
Governor Gavin Newsom.
Please welcome back to the stage, Cara Buckley, climate reporter.
Hi, everyone. Delighted to be following. It's nice to be back with you. Again, I'm Cara Buckley. I'm a climate reporter with the Times. And I'm going to be sharing some fixes from my reporting that I talked about earlier, our 50 States, 50 Fixes project, as well as some imagery. I should say we did not travel to every state, both for reasons of efficiency and environmental mindedness. Not to flight shame anyone, but I did travel to Hawaii, and not just because I was reporting the story from New York in February. Behind me are images from a 100-acre nature preserve outside Honolulu called Hula Aina that is run by a medical center that largely serves Pacific Islanders. Much land in Hawaii is, of course, very expensive and used for tourism and military bases. And for years, the medical center's patients told doctors and nurses how they desperately missed feeling connected to the land. So 20 years ago, the center took over a sprawling, neglected parcel filled with garbage, rusted out cars, and invasive trees and plants. They got the patients to work on the land, to help clear it, to tend to it, and to plant native foods. As they did, their health improved, their diabetes indices got better, their mobility increased, shut down depressed teenagers, opened up and gained confidence, and children connected with the land. At its root, the story is about how healing the land heals the people, as part of what Puni Jackson, the program director, calls a sacred relationship. One patient, after first stepping foot on the land, announced, "I'm home." It is a remarkable place. And this fella, Uncle Scott, told me how being on the land and working with it healed his own trauma. He's now a leader there, helping other young people reclaim their sense of self. I also traveled to southern Maine. Here's a photo of the adorable motel cabin I stayed in, and also my dog, Darby, posing up there. In Brunswick, locals can check out more than 1,500 items for free from Curtis Memorial Library. Dutch ovens, KitchenAid mixers, happy birthday signs, root slayers for the garden, a cornhole game, food hydrators, camping equipment. It is a formalized sharing economy, allowing people to access expensive items for free, consume less, borrow an item that they might need only once a year without having to store it, and try out crafts with having to buy any equipment. Its success has inspired other Maine libraries to follow suit, including in the city of South Portland, where residents can check out electric lawn equipment such as lawnmowers and weed whackers from Joseph there with their library card for free. Thank you.
You're listening to recordings from the Amazon rainforest in southeast Peru. In recent years, the Amazon rainforest has experienced severe droughts. Such a diverse, delicate landscape with lots of different species. And if this balance between species becomes disrupted, many of these sounds might be either lost or quite significantly.
Please join us in the lobby for a 15-minute break with coffee and refreshments.
Hi, How are you?
Oh, good. I changed my name. Yeah,
And do you want to use?
this one is another.
Set up. Am I there?
Yes. Oh. My bag. No, 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 no.
Hello.
Hello. Hear me?
Yes, I can hear you just fine. How about me? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, great. Hi, Karen. I like your
Hi,
little
everyone. Oh, wait, I got my hearing buds to put in.
oh, headband just sticks right with you.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, I can't see me. I can see you guys.
we can hear you too. I've
Yeah.
been listening to you moan and groan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been doing that a lot.
Oh.
I was just in another Zoom meeting and I couldn't get in for some reason. I don't know what the problem was. But I
Ah.
think I should be able to see myself. I don't know what's going on. Okay, well, whatever. If you guys can hear me.
What can
Yeah,
I
we
do?
can hear
Let's
you.
see.
Do you have your camera on? Well, of course, because I can see you.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Don't you can see yourselves, right?
Yeah.
So why can't you see me?
I
yeah.
I
don't
don't know.
know.
That's interesting.
I'll
Go
get them
down to
water.
your video on the Zoom and do that up arrow that's next to it. And look at the video settings.
Oh, that's a good idea. There are so many little settings in here.
Yeah.
Video. Did you see the little red bow I put on top of my head?
Yes. And it moved
Okay.
with you every time you moved.
I know. Meetings and webinars, recording,
Well,
share screen. I don't know what to put on.
No, you're
Integrated
gonna go
camera.
by you're gonna do the little video camera. You're gonna do that up arrow. So it's on the left-hand
Yeah,
side.
yeah, I'm looking at that.
And you're gonna click on the one that says video settings.
Uh-huh, I did.
And then when it opens up another window and it should say video and effects, and make sure that integrated camera is in that little box.
It is.
Okay, and then it should, everything else,
I don't
should
know
be
what's going
good.
on.
Just for low light, maybe I'll just.
Mirror video. Oh,
I can, are you seeing this? That was a mirror video.
Oh,
So you
now I
can
still
hear
see
it.
the little
Okay,
head thing.
touch. See, this is a mirror.
Oh,
I'm not gonna touch
Oh,
anything more.
this is so weird. I don't know what's going on. Well, I guess I don't need to see myself, so I guess I'm okay. But I'm gonna take off that obnoxious bow.
it's cute.
Looks like we're at Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, really. Now I gotta figure out how. Edit profile picture, that must be it. No, no, no. Oh my gosh, now I'm not gonna be able to take it off. You'll have to deal with it while we're here. How are you guys all doing?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Yeah, I was just on legacy webinars and I was watching Mark Lowell. He was doing a talk on let's see, go back on discovering old land surveys and in deeds and probates.
Yeah, I should do that. I'm not a member of Legacy and I should be doing that all the time because I'm sure they have lots of great,
Oh, they
great
do. And Mark's
talks.
really good if you're doing deeds and land records and have family that, you know, that you can't find. Those deed records are really, really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is disgusting. I can't even take off this silly bow. Okay, well, I don't know. Whatever. All right.
Let's see.
I clicked on participants and I thought you click on participants. I can't click on myself because I don't see myself. So
Okay,
that's
so
okay.
when you go back into that to your camera and you do the arrow and you go into the virtual or the video settings, that's when you go, then you have the video and effects, and then you have your avatars. And you can add and take off stuff there, I do believe. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm in something that won't let me do that because I don't get all those options. So maybe oh wait, here's another one. Oh,
Yeah. It's
nah,
got
it's
to
all
be
right.
on your little video camera down there at the bottom on the right, on the left-hand side of your Zoom
Yeah.
screen.
Oh, the video camera.
Yes, on the Zoom
Oh,
screen. And click
okay, okay.
video settings when you do
And
that
just
arrow.
okay. Must be the avatar one that I was in, maybe.
Probably the video filters, because I see the little bow. Oh, there you are. We got the little dog face.
Oh, okay. Well, I made a change. I'm
Yes,
getting
you did.
closer. I'm getting closer. Look at me talk. I've been talking. Oh my gosh. Okay, now how do I take this guy off? Virtual backgrounds, avatars, video filters.
You're going to do the none. So you got a picture of you're still in that settings and you have avatars that says none and the plus sign, and then you have the pictures. You're going to click that none box.
Oh, I did.
And so
But
once that's
that's
black and
none.
says
Now I gotta take
none.
off that. Now I gotta take off the avatar.
Yeah,
Avatars. None.
none.
Oh, all right. Now I gotta go down and take off the bow.
Yep.
Okay, just playing around with it.
And that's on I believe that's the filters. So you want to go back to the audio filters and then click the none.
Oh, okay.
There you
All
go.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, I learned a little more about this program.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. My hair looks a mess as usual. But I still don't see myself, so I don't know why, but whatever.
Yeah, let's see. I'm looking here too and see what's there.
Audio
You got a
notification and
virtual
sounds.
background. So you got your virtual background. Yeah, I got that too.
I'm trying just clicking on different things, but
Yeah.
share screen. No, I don't think I want to do that. Meetings and webinars. Team chat. That's really weird.
Yeah, so everything's gonna be down there in that video camera.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I lost it.
Okay. I don't know
Yeah.
why I'm why I can't see myself, but you guys can see me, so.
Hi,
Vicky, are you,
Cindy.
I definitely see.
Cindy, are
Yeah.
you feeling better?
You know, I am, but it's still, I don't know, it's between the weather and the shots, but
Oh,
Oh,
yep,
So did you
you
take
got
the
both of
COVID
them?
and the flu shot together?
I did. I
Some
did.
people have gotten sick from that, I've heard.
yeah, my wife and I both were sick for a couple days, almost a week.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
almost took them both together, but then the guy next to me said, I took 3 shots at once and was violently ill, so I took I can only take it in one arm anyway. So I took the flu shot and then I waited a week and took the COVID, haven't had any reactions. And what's there's 2 ones. What's the 2? The one that starts with an R is supposed to have less reaction.
RSV. RSV.
No, the COVID shot.
Oh,
Moderna and
Oh,
Pfizer.
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 and there's-
Kaiser?
Pfizer.
No, it's not.
Pfizer.
with it, yeah.
Oh,
PH.
Pfizer, yes,
Yeah.
Pfizer.
Yeah.
That's not supposed to have as many effects, so I had that one. But
Yeah.
yeah, I went with Moderna, and yeah, I'm gonna split them up next year for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
I'm
You
lucky, I
bet.
don't take the shot, but I knock on wood, I don't get sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, well, I hope you stay well.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just have allergies and
Oh.
I had those year round and and I take a vitamin every day
Uh-huh.
and that helps too. That keeps your body built up.
Right.
Yeah.
I even do
Yeah.
the Target ones, the up and up. I even do those and
Oh.
no problem with that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Russ, I love
We-
your little frog, pink frog.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I think I got that in Costa Rica. Maybe it's Costa Rica, somewhere in Central America.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
it's cute.
Probably paid $2 for it. It had it for 30 years, 20, 25. Yeah, actually it flies. If I turn the fan on, it'll fly.
Oh, I just have to give a plug-in. I don't know if anybody'd be interested. I'm joining a Toastmasters group. It's online. Anybody interested? It's on Wednesdays at 11:30 to 12:30, so it's right before this one.
No, I've been taking a lot of the legacy webinars, so they usually are they're at noon. And they usually go for about an hour to an hour and a half. So it's like,
And I hope you all sign up for this Colorado Council of Genealogical Societies workshop. Is it on February 4th?
October
Saturday, October.
October 4th.
yeah.
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 So sign up for that. Well, the speaker that's a big speaker is going to talk about giving presentations and PowerPoints.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think that'll be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel bad now.
You're not going to go, Russ?
Oh, no, I'm going, but I just feel bad because my presentation today is a little choppy.
Oh, don't worry
So-
about it.
Don't worry about it. It's really a
Alright.
choppy chapter.
It's fine.
Yeah, well,
I
does everyone have their book? You know,
I do.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
go to page 149.
149.
Yeah. Now, did anyone take the time to look up this stuff that he's wanting us to do citations on, or?
Oh,
using
yeah.
it?
I've been working
yeah.
on those for about a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
you did? Oh,
the
wow.
exercises took a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
finished
anyway,
them this morning.
I went to his URLs And they're wrong. They don't get you where you want to go.
Yeah.
That's true. They don't.
Yeah.
So, you know,
And
I'm
when
looking,
he accessed them in 2017, then some of them, the images aren't even the same.
right.
Mhm,
So
yeah.
I did some digging and I'm going like,
Oh,
what the heck's this all about? Anyway,
Yeah.
so let's see if I can share. I'm working with a half a screen, half a bubble out, as they say.
I think we all have a bubble
Half a
off
bubble.
at this course, but I sure have learned a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't want. Am I still sharing?
Not yet.
no.
So once you hit the
Is it-
little green
wait.
one and you pick the screen that you want to share, you also have to hit the share button on that little screen too, which I forget sometimes.
I want this one. Share.
This is where I want the computer to listen to me and just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
you're sharing.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
have
we
that?
got it.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to go.
Wait, it says
Here.
Zoom. Okay. Oh, you found it. You found the link?
So I had to do a little researching. Went to WikiTree and it's like he always leaves breadcrumbs is what I call it. It's in New York and the Revolution as a colony and state. And what I found in reading the actual documents I get to is back in 1895, the state comptroller was remodeling the office and they found all these documents from the Revolution. So that's what generated all this stuff back in 1898. So here's his site. He says it's James A. Roberts, and he's got the controller, the publisher, and he got it published in 1897, 1898, 1904, and Tom Jones's link on his document here takes you to the 1904 edition. But we don't want that. We want the 1898 edition. So available from these different locations, which we learned long ago that, there's a lot of documents out there and you can find them on different sites. So here we have you see my pointer, 1898
Yes.
second edition?
Yes.
That's what we want. So let's go to this one. And then we scroll down. No, there's a rhyme and reason to this. And
Now
we
you're in
see-
Haiti Trust.
Yeah. Now you see the publisher? The publisher is the press of Brando Print Company,
Yep.
1898, and it's in his site here, New York, Albany, New York, 1898. So we've got the right document, I think. So
Yeah.
I'm going to Yale University here to look at their copy of it. And
Jupiter,
drip, 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 and here it is, colony and state, New York, and James Roberts is the comptroller. It's the second edition, Albany, in 1898. That's it. And we want to go to page 104 and 105. But in reality, on the website, it's 133.
Oh.
So we don't want that. So we come up to here. Let me close this out. I hope not to make anyone seasick here. We got page 104, but we want it says 104, 105. So you scroll down, and the next page is all this handwritten stuff. And it's not numbered. There's no pagination on it. And if you scroll past these two pages, you come to 105. So this is a
Oh.
case where it's unpaginated in the middle of a document. And I've translated this or transposed it. And it's what it is the state of New York to Ezra Hunter, Esquire. And it says 4 years and 4 months pay as captain allowed me for secret services performed by me or for the United States from 1st May to 1st of March, 1783 at $40 per month, yada, yada, yada. And then we scroll down and we'll find out more in this class that it looks like the same piece of paper. I mean, there's no cut there. There's no Scotch tape we see here. And it says, I hereby certify that during the late war, I was well acquainted with Colonel Elijah
Elijah.
Hunter, and that it was finally employed in the secret services of government. This then business or concerns not and to be made general or made public by any general business which do hereby request as far as I came to my knowledge with this character and to my satisfaction given under my hand this first day of December 1783, G. Washington.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
He was a spy.
He was a spy, so he couldn't have his pay put on the public record.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? So
How would he a spy? I don't understand.
he was a spy for the U.S., for the
Oh.
colonies.
He was a
Yeah.
Oh,
He was a spy.
Yeah. Secret services. Yeah. So he
Yeah.
would be.
CIA, it's a black,
Uh-huh.
black budget. Well, let's look at the next page. State of New York, and I didn't transpose this or transpose, but to sundry persons, privates in Colonel Thomas's regiment for the time they were in captivity, blank, vera, blank. And we have John Moser from 27 April 1780 to 2nd December 1780, 7 months, 15 days, and he's owed 19 pounds, 2 pounds, 2 shillings, whatever, pence.
And 2
And
pence. 2 shillings and 2 pence. Yeah.
yeah. So all these names of people who were incarcerated, captured as POWs
Yeah.
during the war. And then scroll down, here's page 105. So we have 2 pages in the middle here. They're unpaginated. So that was my homework assignment.
that is really cool. Good for
Yeah.
you,
know,
Russ.
I was like, why is it so important? I mean, what the heck? And then I went to his URL and it was just a couple pages. And I said, this doesn't make sense because we're supposed to be talking about prior published documents or I'll get it, published material.
Yeah.
And a lot of this is images, and this is an image and so anyway, let me figure out how to get out of here. And I don't have to go there. I need to go back to, come on, where's my New York? I'll delete that. I'll go back to your sharing. All right. I hope I don't lose you.
Haven't yet.
Haven't yet, huh? Okay.
Nope. Still there.
I need to pull up my PowerPoint. It's usually, let me do this and do this. I told you it was sort of, oh, that's Zoom. I don't want to do that. I want to do
Yeah. Sometimes
this.
it's easier to stop sharing and then pull up your PowerPoint.
Stop sharing?
Uh-huh.
You ought to teach a class on PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, how do I?
Oh, I'm real good at the Zoom stuff. I had to read it for Columbine because nobody else wanted to learn it. So yeah, if you stop sharing your screen, then you can pull up
Okay.
your PowerPoint.
Yeah, I want to do view
I think it's at the top. There's a green bar at the top.
Yeah.
slideshow.
Is there?
Yeah, usually if you scroll up there to the top, then it should
Now,
drop
did
down. And
do
you'll
you
have
get
that
it?
red.
Do you have the slide?
Nope, we're still on your calendar.
No.
We still see the
Um,
document. You want to see if I can stop you from sharing? I don't know.
No, I share.
I don't know.
Now you gotta stop sharing, Russell, what you're doing right now. You
All
gotta
right.
stop sharing this one. So at the top of your Zoom window, you should have a red button that
I thought
Was
should,
it
that was
red?
right. Oh, stop share.
yeah, stop sharing. Yeah, there
Okay.
you go. Now you
Now,
bring up your PowerPoint and then share again.
okay, I got my PowerPoint. Now back over to Zoom and down here to more, oh, share. Let me try that.
Now you had to share. Oh, there you go.
We got it.
We got it?
Yep,
Okay.
there it is. Yep.
Let's do from the beginning. I want to get rid of there.
Yep.
All right.
So now you gotta click on there you go.
You got it?
Good job.
Good job. Yep.
So anyway, that's what we're talking about. All this is about those 2 pages. And
Yeah.
it's like, I thought it was interesting anyway.
Yeah,
George
that
Washington.
was because I
George
didn't do that. I didn't do some of his URLs.
Oh, well, it took a little time because his URLs are there. I guess since he did this back in 2017,
Yeah.
things have changed.
Yeah, I think so.
So anyway, getting on with the book, as history
Well,
research.
I want to say one thing. It was
Right.
a good way of documenting because you were able to find it.
Yeah.
So he did document it. What he documented went away, but you were still able to find it.
Right. Yeah, but it took more work than it should have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm looking at it and I'm going, wait a minute, this is the link, and the link works, but it's not what I'm going like, this doesn't make sense. But then when I started reading the details about 1898 versus 1904, then I realized, and reading the document also, you find out that as they were working through cleaning out his office, I guess, they just found more and more documents relating to the revolution. So they kept putting out different
Oh.
editions. So,
Wow.
and it's like there's multiple volumes on everything from, pays to commissaries to foods and all this other stuff. It was just
Makes you
so-
wonder how much more is out there that has never been found.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, it's true. Anyway, it said history researchers were justified by treating image copies as originals so long as the images are legible and their information does not conflict with other evidence. Today's focus on understanding when and how to properly cite digital images, microfilm, and other reproductions of previously published materials. So yeah, I'm reading this in the book and I'm going like, the ones that he was pointing me to didn't make sense. Because yeah. Anyway, by the end of this presentation, hopefully you'll be able to distinguish between facsimiles and derivatives, understand the roles of publishers versus libraries and digital collections, and recognize when images may have been altered. Choose appropriate citation methods from 5 different options and apply best practices, working notes, and finished products. The digital revolution in genealogy. The modern research landscape. Businesses, governments, libraries, archives have digitized countless materials, and researchers access images from home libraries just via the web. Images include books, letters, journals, newspapers, and CD-ROMs. Key point here is most digitized versions are exact facsimiles with minimal human intervention. OCR doesn't significantly alter what researchers see. And what is a facsimile? In genealogy standard definition, an image showing the source with no sign of chopping, blurring, or other alternations, including color shading changes that mask information in exact copy. And research perspective is an image is a facsimile when it shows researchers no less information and context than they would see when examining the original source. And Merriam-Webster says a facsimile is an exact copy. And we all remember fax machines, and that's the way we made copies and sent them over the wire.
Oh, that's right.
In the old days. Right, facsimile preserves the same handwriting, typeset, font, and identical placement. Original content, surrounding pages, folders, contents, and no removal or rearrangement of information, no alteration of form, context. Remember, regardless of creation method, photocopy, scanning, microfilming, an image can be a facsimile, or it cannot. Or may not. When images become derivatives, obvious alterations, blurring, chopping, masking, intentional digital or mechanical alternatives, non-sequential images showing rearrangement or omissions, invisible alterations, the loss of color information important on military tax records. Some of those have a blue-green kind of tint to them. Removal of content undetectable without original knowledge. And context clues, images that differ illogically from surroundings. Merriam-Webster said, having parts that originate from another source or lacking originality. Red flags for altered images. Images differ from surrounding in illogical ways. Cross-reference mentions content, but not visible in the image. And sequential breaks in what should be continuous material. And provenance concerns. Privately produced images, especially if holder benefits from changes. And images from questionable sources. Reputable organizations may enhance readability, but rarely removes information or changes content or context. So
Is an
it would-
enhanced version, is that considered a facsimile or not? I
A
guess
what
it
now?
wouldn't be. An
Oh.
enhanced version wouldn't be considered a facsimile.
It probably could
Could
if
be.
they just enhance the image
It's
and the
right.
background, maybe.
Okay, I'm
Um,
just curious.
So, okay, well, when you say enhance, one of the things that came to my mind is what you're doing now is you take a black and white photo and you can enhance it by adding color. Now,
Mhm.
it's to me, it could be a facsimile, but it could be changed. So I don't know. It's just, I guess it's like here. It goes back to here. Remember,
It depends on
regardless of
what
creation method, photocopying, scanning, microfilming, an image can be a facsimile or not.
Yeah, and doesn't it depend on the context of that image? Because
Right.
if you enhance it, you may change what that context was being, or what that image was being used in or for.
Right. Yeah. Because, I can take, I guess, yeah. And how it's, I guess, enhance is sort of a big thing anymore. But, um, I don't know. I mean,
Well, it'd be like that one picture that you showed us, Russ, where you had the beginning of, after 104, you had the one page, and it looked like somebody had added a little bit of writing off to the side on it.
yeah. Now that could be,
There'd still be a facsimile, but then it would be kind of like it was an altered facsimile, I guess. They took the picture of it, but somebody had already added a little notation or something.
yeah. And you know what comes to my mind immediately when this is like in the old days when we had Xerox machines, when we wanted to make a mark on something and we didn't want it to show up on a Xerox copy, we'd use a blue pencil. Remember those? You
Oh,
would,
yeah.
so you'd use a blue pencil. Now, on a Xerox machine, it wouldn't show, but on probably a modern copy duplication machine or a scanner, that blue mark would show. Now, whether it was there to alter the document or to say, I saw this, here's my initials, and I'm sending it to the general so he can add his input on whether this guy should be paid for his secret time. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you'd have to study to really analyze that one.
Yeah. And he did say, fortunately, digital altered images of genealogical sources are rare.
Right.
But going forward with AI, it's going to be interesting to,
Oh, right.
yeah.
Well, if you
The-
find a document and somebody has written on it, that is still that document. It's part of
Correct.
its history. So I would think that would be the document that you originally found. And that would be what you would take a picture of or whatever.
Yeah, and then you would probably take whatever was written in with a grain of salt until you found more
Yeah,
evidence.
right. And we'll get to
Right.
that. He has a note on that too, is if you see something suspicious, you should note it in your citation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Somewhere, yeah, there was a lot of gobbledygook here. Reputable organizations may enhance readability, but rarely remove information or change its content or context. So we've been there, understanding linear sequences. Most collections arrange with beginning and endpoints. Each image has a specific relationship to others. Examples is microfilm rolls, strollable online sequences. Critical practice, always examine context beyond individual images. Check preceding and following images. Review beginning and ending of the series. Like I always go to if I pull up something online, like this book, I go to the front because sometime in the prefect or preface or the introduction, they'll give it a description of what they were doing and why they did it and where they found it, and a lot of information that is pertinent to what the value of the document to me anyway. And taking one image out of sequence removes primary context. So, picture's worth 1,000 words, but 5 are probably worth more. Common issues when collections mislead. Pages turn together during filming and scanning. To me, that's an accidental
Yeah.
faux pas kind of thing. Publishers rearranging digital images, images removed from original context. Result, individual images may be facsimiles, but appear in derivative context, diminishing research value. So you sort of wonder why they would change the ordering of images. Publisher versus library functions. No, this sort of got me lost. Publisher role. They create publications and editions. They distribute through sales and subscriptions. For genealogy, images of previously unpublished material. So that's what they do. They publish unpublished and charge you for it. A library's role is to purchase publications provided public access. For genealogy, exact paginated facsimile images showing complete publications in original sequence. So that's the role of a library. So blurred lines in genealogical research. Some organizations may function as both publisher and library for different collections. Publisher function creating images of archival material, government records and gravestones, and library functions providing access to complete digitized books and original pagination. The viewpoint varies. Some genealogists view all image providers solely as publishers. So when I'm thinking about this is, what is Ancestry.com and Family Search? Are they a publisher or a library?
I would think they're almost like an archive, because they're making
Right.
copies of these records.
Yeah, that case. But what about your tree you put in it?
It's kind of a little bit of both, because
Right.
you've got the card catalog, which I tend to think of as a library function.
Right.
And then as far as publisher, with the various records compiling and putting forth, like the trees. So
Right.
I see them as a combination. That is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, it's like, wait a minute, they're doing a little bit of both. So that's where the blurred lines. Okay, so we've got five options. It sounds varying viewpoints of publisher library roles in digital editions. The solution, 5 criterion options addressing different needs and understandings. Each option answers the who, what, when, where, in, where is questions differently. Some options, this is a warning, some options omit critical information and risk misleading readers. So option number 1, we have here our example, the New York and Revolution is a colony and a state, digital images. And it's URL, access February 2017, page 104 to 105. But we know it was published in 1898. So here's the problem. Implies researcher consulted 2017 online material, not the 1898 book, and doesn't credit original author or publisher, and treats page numbers as were website features, and was, in conclusion, substandard and misleading. So he recommends not using it. And for example, I had to type in I was looking for a page 104, but I had to type in a page 133 because the pagination was different on the digitized than on the actual book. So this is one of those, don't use it. Option 2, image first, acknowledge original. This is the book, New York Revolution, digital images. He says it that digital image in Access 2017, page 104 to 105, images of James Roberts compilation, Albany, and here's the publisher, 1898. This assessment here answers all 5 criteria, citation questions, breaks up book information, longer than necessary, which I'm going like, Okay, whatever, longer than necessary. He maybe say 5 words and avoid using citing and use images of. And under citing, he says, and when you say citing, it implies that you're using a citation of the original researcher, which is copying or plagiarizing, when you really are saying you're showing images of this document, not the citation. Well, but so something to keep in your mind for further. Option 3, citing only underlying publication. Here he's citing the Roberts, who's the compiler, New York Revolution, Colony States, compilation of documents, records from the Office of the State Controller, second edition, Albany, New York, Bandro. And that's how I found it. I copied this and Googled it and started looking that way rather than using his URL. The strengths is cohesive, concise, simple, traditional, credits original author and publisher, allows readers to choose viewing venue. So I could have gone to, like, there was Yale and Cornell, and there were others. There was, I think Family Search had a copy. University of California had a copy. There was just all these places had it online. So you pick which one you want to look at. And he says option 3 is ideal for a finished product. Shorten to concise and go back to the original. Underlying publication plus image. In this example, here's the Roberts, New York resolution, Barlow, and then a digital image. And here again, this will get you nowhere. Benefits, perfect for working notes, shows correct publication date, connects page numbers to book, not website. May be trimmed for print products due to length. So, and again, I remember he writes for the National Genealogical Society's journal, so they have page limitations. So, and he's a doctor too, so he gets other things to expect more, I guess. Option 5, full citation of both. 2 versions possible. Version A, emphasize image. So you got the name of the document, and then you've got digital image showing James Roberts, New York. The second one is emphasize the book. And resolution, colony, digital images, New York, in the Revolution as Colony State Archives. And he, as you can see, he cut off, so he didn't put all the total URL in it. Best for working, or I cut it off. Best for working notes, provides complete information about both sources. So that's 5. So here's a comparison of his recommendations. Said option 1, forget it, never use it. Working notes, option 4 or 5. Complete information for research. Finished product, option 3, simple, traditional, space efficient. And digital publications, option 4, balances completeness with practicality. And print publication, option 3, same as a finished product, and it because of space and cost considerations. Option 5, both 2 versions. Wait a minute, you know what I did? Hit the wrong button. Best practices for working notes. Option 5 is ideal because it provides complete information about both publication and image, allows emphasis of choice, images first or publication first, credits all parties involved, serves as a comprehensive research record. Option 4 is practical alternative, more concise than 5. Option 5 still provides essential information. There's a good balance of completeness and brevity. Special considerations. Derivative images. When to cite derivatives. Usually for researchers' private benefit only. Serves as a reminder to examine underlying material. include in finished products only when original is destroyed, missing, or closed to the researcher. So he definitely says you shouldn't use this unless you really, really have to. It's right criteria, citation style. Note the derivative material and reasons for suspicion. So this goes back to the question of if you find something and it's not the original and it's a derivative, you say that and you say you may outline your suspicions of why. You might think it's Oh, okay. Avoiding common citation errors. Don't use citing when you mean images of. Imply you consulted original when you viewed the actual image. Ignore original publication information. And don't treat website page numbers as original page numbers, just in our case. Do credit original authors and publishers and provide accurate dates. Show where you actually viewed the material and maintain context awareness. That's the do's. Academic standard, why proper citation matters. We've been through this 13 times before. Ethical considerations using other citations without acknowledgement is theft. Readers deserve accurate information about sources. Professional genealogy requires precise documentation. Research quality, proper citation enables source verification and context preservation aids future research, and transparency builds credibility. It's modern challenges, current issues in digital genealogy, proliferation of online collections as archive.com's Health and Truth, Project Gutenberg, Family Search, each with different policies and practices, varying quality control standards, then technology evolution, OCR improvements, and introduction of artificial intelligence systems. I added that. Enhanced search, it's crazy. Enhanced search capabilities, and that includes artificial intelligence now too, not only Google. Mobile access considerations, researchers' responsibility, verify image quality and completeness. So it goes back to the original. Quality control questions. Before citing, ask, is this image a true facsimile? Does it show complete context? Are there signs of alterations or omissions? What is the prevalence of this image? Would consulting the original provide additional information? When in doubt, note suspicions and citations and seek original if possible. House styles and publication standards. Remember, your chosen citation style may change for publication. Different journals have different requirements. Digital versus print publications have different constraints. Professional organizations may have specific standards, like we normally use Chicago manual style. Strategically, use comprehensive citations and working notes and adapt for final products. Bigger picture, chapter 14. We just finished images of previously published materials. Last session, we had original online contents. That was chapter 13. And previously unpublished material. We'll have that 2 weeks from now. And look forward to that. Each requires different citation approaches. Key takeaways, essential points. Facsimiles can be treated as originals when legible and accurate. Context matters as much as content. And citation choice depends on research phase and publication media. Always credit original creators and publishers. When in doubt about image quality, note suspicions and seek originals. The golden rule, provide readers with enough information to verify and build upon your work. Done. There was a lot there. I have that one spreadsheet, and I also have another spreadsheet I did that on his different options. And I'll put that in the notes for when they're distributed.
Thank
But
you.
so yeah, I have.
Yeah, please send them to me and I'll get the recording
Yeah,
link to everyone.
Thank you.
did we? What
Very
time?
good. Very good, Russ.
I was afraid I'd gone over. I didn't, because there was
Okay.
so much, and I was going to dancing back and forth between the internet and my PowerPoint. I was afraid I was going to totally screw it up. But
Yeah.
It was good.
thank you.
Go ahead and share for the questions. Here we go.
Any
Yeah.
questions?
Yes.
Oh,
All right, screen share. PowerPoint, I have that there. There we are.
I didn't do any of the questions.
There we go. Can everybody see it?
No, it just went away.
Well, I
Oh,
think
well.
she pushed there. It's just
Oh,
bringing
there it
back.
is.
Yeah.
These are pretty.
Actually, I don't. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was like, I don't have it. That's not good. Okay. I'll try not to get wild with my wheel on my mouse. First question, 135. Which of the five options listed in table 20, which is on page 151, would you use for your working notes or work in progress? Why? And I find I really am option 3 because it's really concise, acceptable for print. I haven't run into a lot. I guess I don't really have working notes. I tend to do my citations as I get the information. So this chapter has been good in terms of my reflecting on what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So, but option 1, like Russ said, is not recommended. Option 2 has a few advantages. Option 3 is most concise, it's acceptable. And I don't feel like it's running with the mouth or running with the print, so to speak. But however, I need to start thinking about option 4 in terms of working notes, and if it's points to an image. And then option 5, they really say is the best choice because it points to an image and includes all the details that might be needed to cite the source in any venue. And I haven't really thought about people looking at my research as a venue. So and really thinking who is going to be looking at it. It really is going to be more family. And outside of my sister being a scientist, I don't know that my other siblings would really follow. If it, I think, I don't know. It's just interesting how this chapter gets you thinking.
After looking though at her examples of 3, 4, and 5 and later questions, she doesn't put the URL, like
No.
the actual one. And if you're going to go back and look at it, I think you'd want that original URL, which
that-
she did not put in number 3. So for us working notes or work in progress, I would want to have that original URL.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. And I hadn't thought about it in terms of the URL. So good point. Good point. Thank you.
Mhm.
And then 138, Greenfield footnote 22 for citation references a source with a page number viewed but not cited is image 305 of an ancestry collection with the title similar to the title of the cited microfilm publication. That collection's URL is this, the waypoints forming a path from the collection to the images. are with the 1835 to 1839 A to Z. Suppose you want to cite the source in your working notes, select an option from table 20 and craft the citation. And so I went with 3 most concise, acceptable for citations in print. And this is kind of what it looked like: register of enlistments in the Army, the date line, microfilm publication, the role, for descriptive, but like Karen said, there really is no URL for that, which is a good point. So, and then option 5 always points to the image and includes the detail, might need to cite the source. So it's the most complete in terms of having the image as well as where. So Ancestry, the HTTP, and the microfilm, it gives much more detail. But to me, it's almost like I see that and I just want to go, my mind. But okay. Did anybody choose? I don't know if you chose any different option, like option 4, or anybody do anything different?
I only did my questions. Um,
Okay, so I'll move on to 141. And this talked about point your internet browser to the archive and search for history of the Star family of New England and go from there. It's not as straightforward, but what I tried to do was using options 3, 4, and 5 is just point out what the difference is. And this was helpful to me to see it in color. And I wish he would have done this maybe in the book to make it stand out a little bit more, because it made me realize, okay, what is missing from my desire just to use option 3 for everything, standalone everything, because it does. 4 goes into using the URL, and 5 tends to give you much more detail about what you're looking for. But that stands out to me a little better. And
I like that. Good
Yeah.
idea.
And I understand it, because when I was trying to decipher, I was like, what? It just looks too wordy. I want to get rid of it. So it wasn't pleasing to my eye. And then 141D talks about the map citation by David Burr, and I did the same thing here. Whereas, yes, it's concept number 3, option 3 is very concise, but you would have to type in Google the county versus otherwise, and then 4, you've at least got the URL if you didn't want to do as much. So I need help when I look at this, and I did not try ChatGPT or anything else to see if one of them would be a little more helpful.
That's always a nice option.
Yeah, it is, but it's something that going forward I will be using. And then 141G talked about a newspaper, the Boston Evening Transcript. And this, again, 5, and maybe I just get caught up in I don't understand the, after the trust.org,
Yeah.
the it's kind of like I get caught up, lost in that. And I don't always do a good job typing in the location or the whole, unless I copy and paste. So I wish I understood what this implies.
Well, and he talks about what's the search number. And I have yet to figure out what he's talking about when he says that.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Well, Cindy, that's supposed to get you right to that specific record.
Right. That's true, but I don't
instead
understand what does it CGI slash, I mean, this just seems like mumbo jumbo to me.
Yeah, well, I think it is. I think it's kind of like a made up number, but it gets you there to that specific spot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's true. And if you
Yeah.
don't get it right, that when you leave something out, you don't get there.
And that could
Yeah.
be something that the programmers put in. When you get to a certain area, because you notice that in Ancestry and even on Family Search, if you see a record, then it is set up for just that one person or that one record. And that's what this is supposed to do. Instead of going to the Hathy Trust and then having to go through all the hoops to find that.
That's true. Because once, if you said, okay, can you focus on what you're searching for? Now I start going down rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Kind of what Russ demonstrated with George Washington. You know, I do that. So yeah, but this is giving me pause to think about my methods and doing things maybe a little bit differently. So yeah.
I think this whole exercise helped me think about what to look for.
Right. Okay.
But I think you do, as you're researching, you do go down those rabbit holes because you see a name, you go, oh, I recognize that name. Let me see what this is about.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
It can just lead you to hours sometimes, like Russell. And he did a great job in finding that. So that was good.
yeah, that was.
Yep. I'll stop sharing here.
Okay, so then I'm up next, so I will share. Okay, so here. Okay. So can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, so my question was the 136. Which of the 5 options listed in table 20 would you use for your portfolio for the board of certification, yada, yada, yada? And why is that your choice? So if I was using it for any of those, which mine would be for family history. So I would cite option 3. And I was, because that's the underlying publication, and it's because it's the simplest, concise, and traditional. Nobody else, none of my family cares, so it doesn't make any difference what I use. I could just put in there, who knows where I got it, they'd be happy, they don't care. And then it works best in any application and it's not too wordy. It's not as full-blown as what 4 and 5 would be when my family doesn't care. And I've decided that, I'm not going to go for any certifications. I mean, at my age, why would I? I'm not going to do anything for anybody. I'm not going to do any journal submissions, so it wouldn't make any difference what I put in. Okay, so now I'm getting ready into these other questions that were really fun, let me tell you. So 139 was citing Greenfield footnote 24 using option 5. Yeah, and I didn't add what it was about except for in here. So it was looking at the U.S. statutes at large, volume 17. He did give me a website to go to, which was the memory.loc.gov. Let me tell you, that wasn't hard to find this one. I mean, it was, you went through a lot of hoops, let me tell you, because it did not take
Mhm.
you where you needed to go. You had to hunt like Russ did
Yeah.
online. So it ended up being, so volume 17, it was 1870. Let me tell you what the footnote was. Let me find it. Where are you, Greenfield?
No, yeah, I remember this one. It's from about a month
Yeah.
ago.
Oh, yeah,
Branding,
yeah.
which I'm still like, huh?
Yeah, that was the branding and stuff. Yeah. But you had found
Yeah.
it when
Oh,
you were
yeah.
doing that when you talked about it. So yeah. So then it was volume 17. It was the 42nd Congress. So I added the information because I wanted to know this part. So it was page 261 of section 2, chapter 13. And it was, and then you had to go to the very first page to find that it was Boston, that was published in Boston by the Little Brown and Company in 1773. And it was the branding, etc., on body of soldier made illegal. So it was the Congress. This is the URL. This was the digital image. And I don't think he added that, but I did. And here is when I accessed it. But yeah, so this URL takes you right to it. The other, where it was the memory LOC, Amen, M-Law, and all the other gobbledygook, that did not. You had to hunt. And I
Mhm.
will show you that after I stop sharing this one, because it was real interesting. In fact, I think, can I move this out of the way? And oh, that was the maps one. Yeah. But there was it took you to the one spot, but then you had to hunt through all of the records to find the statutes. And that was a pain in the rear end.
Yeah, it was just that the tack seemed to be tacked on at the bottom of the page.
Yeah. And it was very at the very bottom.
Yep.
One little, three little lines, four little lines. It was very little.
Yep.
Okay, so then the next one I did was 141, and this is using all three of those options, 3, 4, and 5, and it was point, yeah, point your internet browser to memory, LOC, gov, and all that other, navigate to statutes at large, then browse statutes at large, go to volume 9, click on the title page, turn to image 428, which is not 428 anymore, it was 430, and cite the law authorizing the 1850 census. He gave a whole slew of pages. He went from 428 to 437, and it only cited it on 430. I was looking at that this morning, trying to figure out what he was talking about. So citing with option 3, it was just the United States Congress, U.S. Statutes at Large, Volume 9, and the Little and Brown Company, or yeah, publishing company, an act to make arrangements for taking the 7th census. He added the extra part for all the subsequent censuses, but there was no subsequent census in there. It's just the one little page. He said it was approved in May of 1850, but it was actually approved on the 3rd of March, 1849. And so then option 4 gave you a little bit more information. So you used the American memory, and then this was it. And then here is pretty much the same amount, but just more wordy. So any questions on that? Because that was hunting for that. That was it was time consuming, let me tell you. It was
These
interesting.
questions took a while, I thought.
Yeah, they did. In fact, I'm gonna copy that, and then that way we can come back to that and I can show you what that showed. And where did I go? There we go. So then 141E was the early stars in Kenton, New England. This one was a little bit easier to find. So the easy one was it was Hosea Star Ballou. And it was produced by the Star Family Association in 1944, and it was 138. So let me see, it was E. Yeah, he didn't give a whole lot. It was the result will download to your computer. I did not download that because I didn't want that. I didn't,
146 pages.
yeah, I didn't want another book on my computer, sorry. But then I did read through it, and it was just one little tiny paragraph that named the star, the Archibald. I think it was Archibald Greenfield. It was just one little 4 lines in there. And so this was the URL that would get you there. And this was when I accessed it. And then this is the more wordy section. And that was I put the digitized image of 142. And I don't think he asked for that, but to me, once you get to that page 137, it's not 137. I mean, it's page 137, but it's image 142 because of all the preface in front at the beginning that they do. And then, okay, so the very last one for me was H. If you're a member of the National Genealogical Society, visit the website. So what I did is, I'm no longer a member of that, at least this year I wasn't. I became a member of the New York Genealogical and Biographical Society. So I decided to use one of theirs. So they actually had a new one, which, yeah, I can show you. So here is this one, and they have just recently digitized the 1845 state census for town of Schuler in Herkimer County. And so that's the one I decided to pull up. And so I did, and there was only 66 pages, so it wasn't bad for this one town. So on page 17 or image 17, I found my husband's great-great-grandfather, John Elliott, and here he was, and it gave 4 pages, and it's made me stop and think about what I need to look for. So here it is, the short version. Here it is a little bit more with the working notes, and when I viewed it, and then here's the more professional one that gives you more information. But what I found on this one, when I actually went into it, you have to kind of, hopefully you can see this one too. Can you see this MYGMB?
Yep.
Okay, so you have to scroll down and you have to view the images here. I mean, this is not the easiest site to look through, but it gets you there. So I do want to show you that. So this happens to be the state census. So we're going to go to image 17. And when I blow it up from here, so we'll do 100%. So we come down here and we have the John Elliott. So this is males. So all the males in the family. This is all the females in the family. Well, in this family, we only have husband and wife, 2 daughters in 1845. But you will see here, we've got 4 females. So I don't know who that 4th female is. I don't know if his mother, but then as I read all the way through it, it has, because there's 4 pages to this one. So we have him here. If I go to the next page with those females, and we go down to the 10th one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got this one that says number of unmarried females in the same family under 16 years of age. We've got 3. So maybe one of those daughters died before the next census came out, because there's only been 4 in the family. Don't know who this other one is. And it was like, there's some research I have to do. So I thought that was very interesting when I at least pulled that one up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, okay,
Interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
there was. So then we're going to go to that Library of Commerce. Oh, yeah. So let me go up here and let's put that URL in here that I just did. I just copied. So here's that link. So here's that link. This is what you get. Then you have to hunt all the way through this to find those statutes.
Can you do like a control F?
I don't know. I haven't tried that.
Yeah, I use control F a lot and then start typing in what you're looking for.
Let's try. He told us to look for the statutes at large. Let's see what it gets you on this page.
No, 0, 0.
Yeah, so nothing. So what I ended up doing, because I hunted through it and hunted, that took me about half an hour. So then what I did was I think I did, oh, it's got to been the great. Let's see, what did I end up looking at over here on this other one? United States Congress. United States Congress. And then I searched for that. And then I think I just kind of looked through here. But I mean, you know, this was quite the site to have to hunt through because he did not give very much information.
Now you can try the control F again.
Yeah, to see if it gives me
Because
anything.
yeah, lots of times it really helps.
2.
Oh, yeah.
So let's
Oh, wait.
see.
0 and 2. I don't know what that means.
So there's 1. So here's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, statutes at large, there's 82. Otherwise, you have to hunt all the way through it. So then I
Right.
went here, and then here you get all of the volumes. But that was a pain to look through.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. So kind of like with Russell, yeah, when he was doing that one. I mean, you know, this, I guess he did this so we would learn how to look through these collections, maybe.
Yeah, I thought it was very interesting because I did that.
Yeah.
I learned.
Yeah. So when I went into 9, volume 9, it was the 29th and 30th. You know, you have to do this, but he didn't say which volume. So I did the first one, and that might not have been the right one. Okay, so respond. So then, yeah, then I went in to the pages. When I did the single image, then I was able to go into that 430. Oh, come on.
Can you type 430 in there?
I bet I could. I don't know if I can. I don't think I
Maybe
can.
not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, went too far on that one. Oh, crap. 430. And this was down at the very bottom of the page. So it was right here, not to make arrangements for taking the seventh census. And it was just this page and the next page. And then the rest of it was about treaties of Louisiana. And so I'm not sure what he found in the rest of this because I sure didn't find the rest of it. I mean, this one was an act concerning the selection of jurors in certain courts of the United States. So I'm not sure why he did as many pages as he did for this section. To me, it was odd. So I will stop sharing.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, I really learned by doing these exercises. I didn't do all of them. I just did the ones I was assigned to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to share. Let me see, where is what I want to share? Too many things open. I want Google. Wait, let me go back and see. Let me stop and see.
It's a
The
shame
one I
he doesn't have a digital book that basically could show, show exactly what he was going for,
I
Yeah, which would be handy. Yeah.
I think this is it. Do you see what I'm showing you now?
Not yet.
Oh, darn.
It just says you've started screen sharing. Ah, there we go.
You see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's not what I want to go to right now, but let's go back to my questions. Okay. So my first question was, in Greenfield footnote 18, first two citations refer to books that were viewed online. The citations do not acknowledge that online viewing. It is this article's context. Is that the problem? Wait, I'm not understanding. Let me read that again to myself. Oh, okay. So, I said no, it didn't matter because he just told about the books, right? I thought, okay, that's the original, that's what he's talking about, so that's okay. And as stated in Greenfield article, it records its records did not survive. So, that he just did put the book information in was okay. Is this or not a problem in this context? Might be a problem. Oh, I didn't blue this. It might have been a problem if the records still were around. Okay, what am I thinking? I'm going to think back on this one. Oh, because you need to let them know that the records aren't there some way or other. That those are books, but they're gone. Okay, so then I looked at her answer and she said, yes, it is a problem, because if the information can't be found, it would be appropriate to cite online facsimiles so that the citations contained working links to that information. So she would say cite the images and not the books, because the books are not there.
Mhm.
Right. The next one. What strategies might you use to locate the book cited in Greenfield's footnote 38? So this is the footnote. So, okay. I would probably do what I always do, is go to Google and do a search for Centennial Biographical History of Richmond County, Ohio. I found it in the book in Haiti Trust. The book can be found in 3 different places on Google. So then she asked, once you find it, how would you cite it? If I found it, I would cite it with all of the information provided on the book. Why would you cite it that way? I said, because the source is available and easily accessible, and giving the online information is not needed. So you can easily find this book online. So why cite everything else, is what I said. So I did not give the link here. Let's see. So I said Jones option 3 is ideal for the print products. However, option 4 is one place to view the source, and option 5 offers information about the publication and the online image. So that's comparing the different ones. Okay, so then I went to, let's see, what was that number? 140. Okay, I went to 141C. And the 141s, which we're all doing, is using options 3, 4, 5 from table 20 and noting that you will need to gather information beyond the image. Cite each of the following in full reference note. So I did this one. Search for, okay, and I just pulled that up. So let me show you what I found, if I can find it. What? No, that's not it, is it? Where is it? Oh, must be on my other. Okay. Maybe, let's see. Oh, darn. Okay, so now let me get back to where it was. Oh, you know what? This is it, and I couldn't read it. But now I can read it. Before I couldn't read it, but I waited and waited and waited. I downloaded and everything. But okay, so now I'm able to read it. So what he's asking for is the first genealogical reference to this guy. So here it is. So what I answered was, my answer for 3. Is that too small for you guys to read? Let me enlarge that. Okay.
Better. Yeah, that's better.
Because I didn't have any more information, I just put the Manning Times, Manning, Clarendon County, South Carolina. That's all I put because I couldn't find what he was talking about. So then she said Army rolls, Manning Times. So let's see, go back. So these are Army rolls. I guess it's okay, you just decide what you want to call it. because I couldn't find army rolls anywhere. So she's calling it Army Rolls, Manning Times, and I probably should the Manning Times, I should italicize that, I'm guessing. But I didn't. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so that was my option number 3. So for 4, my answer, again, it was like up above. And I did put in the link that she said to Edmund, but her answer was she put army rolls in there, which I didn't. And then chronicling historical American newspapers. I did not find that anywhere. So I'm guessing you can just make a name up like that. Do you agree?
Probably
it's
could.
because the site is about newspapers. Oh, no, I don't have it.
So at that very top one that's highlighted, the very first pink one on that page, Karen.
Oh, yeah, let's go back up there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's where she got army rolls.
Yes. So
Okay.
yeah, I would think that it's up there somewhere.
And the newspapers, I didn't find that, but maybe it's somewhere else. It's
Maybe I
about
don't.
newspaper. So let me go down and see if it says, I think I did go down on it, but so I didn't know how she got those names, but now I know how she got the um
Yeah.
army rolls, which I just didn't wait long enough. So, and then number 5,
You're fine.
like I said, I'm missing the army rolls, and this is hers. So then she put in the URL where we got to the army rolls and when it was viewed in Manning Times, September 24th, and image number 4. So anyway, that was my answer for that one.
Okay, Karen, I'll tell you that it does say, I just brought up Chronicling America, and it does say American historic newspapers.
Oh, you found it with that first link
Uh-huh. Yeah.
that he gave me? Okay. Yeah,
Sure.
another lesson that you really got to go in and search wherever you're going to get all the information. Right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yep.
Okay, so now this one. Okay, we're going to Google newspapers here and scroll down to Boston Evening Transcript and search for by date. Okay, so this is where the URL took me, and I did the search for new topographical atlas, and I got to here. And this is when I think I did the search for Boston. Sorry, I have to think back about what I did. Boston. I think here is where, let's see. I did it for, let's see. This is, sorry guys, I just have to think about this. Okay. Oh, Boston Evening Transcript. Boston. Oh no. I think on this you can search Boston Evening. No, it's not doing this search like I like. Control F. Okay. Well, maybe it was the next page, but it was really easy to find once I did that. Oh, you know what? I'm on the wrong one. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Let's go back to it. I
No.
have one more. So this is the last one that I did. Oh, we'll go back here. Okay. Yeah, because so I couldn't enlarge it, but this is how she answered it. This is just, and I don't know where she got the query number. I couldn't figure that out. Has anybody ever found a query number when they did a search?
It depends on
No.
what you're searching. If they're asking questions at on some of those pages, you would maybe have
Sometimes
the query
they,
number. Yeah.
sometimes they will. And will it be in the URL or will it be on the results page?
It'd be on the results page usually.
Okay. Okay. So back to this. You just copy the first source and just put it in, and then you add the digital image, and it was from Google News. There's a URL that I used to find it, and it was viewed on that date. This was hers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because this was just her link that I used. And then the next one, how did that differ? Oh, on the next one, she said for the image or the transcript, you look at the Boston Evening Transcript and you go to February 26, 1906, and then image 14, as opposed to just going to that link. So that's what was added on 5. Any questions? All right.
No.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm sorry. This is the last one, and I did kind of worry, have really looked at it more. So this is what I first found. And then I searched for what did they call it?
Topographical atlas. Yeah.
Yeah, I searched exactly for this new topographical atlas of Saratoga County, New York. And I got to this. Now I think, let's go back and copy that. And I think I put it in here and then I pasted it. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it's there. Okay. So then it brought me to what I wanted. And then that's the page that I needed to be at. And then what did it say?
Or a
Galloway
sequence.
Township. Galloway. Oh, yeah, I couldn't get it to do a sequence. So I just did a control find. Galloway. Okay, and then I found the Galloway Township. And so here it is. Oh yeah, it does have the image too. Okay, so and I guess I haven't done enough of this. I'm learning. So I learned to go down here and you find out a lot more information. And from using this, I could see that the names of the people that were the surveyors were these 2 guys, and the date they did it, and the place it was published, and who was the publisher. That was all in there. Is there something else in that? There's an image ID. I think I forgot to put that in, but I probably should. So now
But
if I
you,
go back, uh-huh.
The site is right there.
yeah. But Karen, if
Yeah.
you open that image up, you can usually see people's names on that image. So did you even try doing that? Those
Yes,
are
I
usually
did.
the plat records for that
Right.
township. And you'd
Let me
see
see.
who actually owns the property.
Okay, so I'm going to open up the image.
So if you click on it, it should open it up bigger.
I did. Let's see.
Okay. Well, you can do the full screen down here.
Oh, full screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So now,
And then if you blow it up, so
Yeah.
you get to see who owns each of those little bits of property.
yeah, that's cool. Wow. Okay. All right. So let me escape this. So that's the information I found. So back to what I finally put down. Okay. I said who, and so these are the surveyors. And it was what was Gallery Township map and when, and this is the date. And I put where was a New York library. And then I put where in. You know, I don't think she used a New York library in any of her citations. So I guess the where would actually be that. Do you agree?
Yeah, because it was published in Philadelphia. Yep, I think I would use that whole thing. Yep.
Okay, so down to what my first answer was. This is my first answer, and it is a book. So this is my first answer for a book. Hers was a little different. She called them cartographers. And she said Galloway. I put Galloway Township map. You think I think that map is better because you're saying what it is than what she put. But I don't know. And on mine, I put New York Library, but she did not put that. She just put the New Topographical Atlas of Saratoga. And the publisher and who was the Stone guys? Let me see. Go back to that. Okay, let's go. Who was this? Okay, that
Publisher.
was a publisher. That was a publisher. Okay. Oh, yeah, in Philadelphia, and that was the publisher, and that was a date and the map. So that was her answer for 3. For 4, she just copied this whole thing and put it and started another source. And then she started the digital image right here. And then she put in the new public library with the address of the new public library digital collections. And then viewed when it was viewed. And then for 5, go down here to 5, it's the same. The first one's the same as the book. The digital image changed by her using the complete URL to that digital collection. And that was the only change. So I thought that was a good example of how to go on to 5 if you want to put that in.
Yeah.
But you could get to it with 4. But I think in my notes, I might like to have the long address. So I'm going to go back and see what it was. I could see it. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay, I enjoyed this. I thought this was a good chapter.
Yeah. And the
And I like
questions
the
were
questions.
hard this time and made you think. Yeah.
They were really, and his examples that he gave, the links and everything.
Yeah.
So you thought about the image. So it was originally a book, and then you're looking at an image. So the original citation would be the book.
Yeah. So I think what I'll do is I think this this week when I have time, I'm gonna go in and do some of his URLs in that chapter just to see what,
Yeah,
yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah,
very interesting.
yeah. And I
And
did put
Russ,
in the link that Russ had done for the wiki tree. I never thought about using them for anything.
yeah. Oh, Russ, send us that URL that you found that one,
Yeah.
that example that she gave on 149. Can you send us that link?
149.
Well, that was the
Oh,
one you
oh, oh.
talked about in the very beginning.
Yeah, the
Yep.
New York and the Revolution. Yeah.
That you
Okay. Oh, yeah.
searched and searched and searched for.
Oh, yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
I'll put that,
You can put it in your PowerPoint at the end.
yeah, I was gonna put it in a slide, and then I've got to, I want to put this, Excel spreadsheet on another, add that to another slide. So,
Oh, good.
yeah, I'll paste that
Okay.
in. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have quite the library.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Well, I'll get the recording link and send that to all of you, and everybody give me their answers and everything, and I'll put them all together.
Okay. Yeah.
Very
I'll
good.
send that
Thank
to
you.
you. So to your Gmail account or the Broomfield one
Broomfield.
or your Yahoo account.
Oh, it's just, I know, it's so crazy. I'm now using KUNICH at Gmail, but all my Yahoo goes into my Gmail, so it's pretty okay. So for my personal, it's Gmail, but just email all of this to Broomfield Genealogy,
Okay.
Vice President.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Okay.
gonna do that, and I thought, well, gosh, I got 3 of them for you. I wonder which one.
I know. Believe you me, it's confusing. So, and then you get to check in the spam of all of them if you're missing something. Then,
Yeah, I
so
do that
anyway,
too. Thank goodness
yeah.
my Gmail doesn't answer. It doesn't get too much spam.
Oh,
Knows that one, which is a good thing. I just get a little bit of stuff in there.
it separates things out better, and
Yeah,
I can easily delete them. So,
yeah, that's true.
so
Yeah.
anyway, that's all. Unless somebody has something else they want to say.
No.
See you in 2
No.
weeks.
Yep.
Yep.
Who's the
I'll
next?
do
Who's
15.
next time?
That's me.
Okay, Barb. Okay, Barb. And we got the questions already figured
Yeah.
out.
The questions. Yep. Russ is
Oh,
gonna do mine.
Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone. See you
Thank
next
you.
week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you in 2
Bye.
weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay. Yep. 2 weeks. Good night.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah.